Right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're gonna play some Angels because I realize I haven't played Angels in I don't know how long, so figured why not take a chance and see if we can make them work. So let's get into this and see what we're working with. Starting with Lightstall Inquisitor. I don't know how good this is gonna be, but it is a 1-mana Angel, so it makes the cut. We're gonna try some Requisition Raid. This can also pump all of our Angels, which is nice, while still letting us destroy artifacts and enchantments. Yada, Font of Hope. Obviously, if you're playing Angels, anything that pumps your Angels and gives you more mana for them is obviously getting played. We are going to be heavy on the life gain here, so we're going to play some Glory Heath Links. Could be a way to also help us search for lands, which is effective. There's some Sheltered by Ghosts, because not only does it remove stuff, it also gives you lifelink. Youthful Valkyrie, so we can just have another flyer that can grow pretty big. Halaya makes the cut here, though, right? We have so many things that can gain life in this list. Or even just warping it in and then sometimes playing another creature and something else behind it can get you a couple of cards, which is nice. Then we have Inspiring Overseer, another way to draw and get some life. And then Resplendent Angel. If we are able to get some extra life gain from something via lifelink, and with Halaya, it could be easy to get Angels, so we'll see if this works. Of course, with everything gaining life, we do want Exemplar of Light as another way to draw cards. And we wrap everything up in a nice bow with Lyra Dawnbringer, because giving all your Angels lifelink and +1/+1 is pretty good. But yeah, this should be nice and easy, but y'all know there'll be a link. You can download it, all that fun stuff. Don't forget to check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. If you want to save some money, you can use my code DRAGON, DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on whatever you order over there. For now, though, let's go see if Angels can still hold their own. Okay, this could be kind of fun. Be better if we could find a 2-mana thing to go with, but this isn't a bad start. Okay, that's not what we needed. Huh. Yeah, we need another 1 or 2 mana thing here. 1 or 2 mana creature, particularly. Saboteur. Alright, you got it. Oh no, that's bad. That's real bad. Alright, well, that's gonna hurt. Yep, another Saboteur. Not a lot we can do here, honestly. We're just kind of stuck. And I mean, and I have to assume at least one of those things in their hand is removal? I mean, don't have to assume, but it probably is. Let's go ahead and gain some life here. Do we want to do this and draw? Or just make a 3/3? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just try to get a card here. And we get another point of life, which might be important. Okay. Okay, so this feels like they have a removal, so there wasn't a point in blocking there. Oh, I guess they don't. I mean, if we block, we're trading 2 for 1, though. So it's probably still worth it for them. Oh, forgot. We're not trading 2 for 1 because they have to give us +1/+1s. Look at that. Okay, so that kind of worked out. Oh, here's what's funny. If we play this, they won't put counters on it, because they'll want to put it on the Overseer. That's cute. I guess, it's probably still worth doing this, though. And then next turn, we can Halaya plus a thing. All right. Let's see how this works out for us. No attacks. Though I'm wondering if we even block here. Do we just take 6, maybe? Oh, there's another Saboteur. Maybe we can't take 6. 7. Alright. Obviously, you're not putting counter on the Exemplar. Alright. I'm just thinking about what next turn can look like. If we block, go to 6, we won't be able to block one of their creatures. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to block here and take 4. And we're at 8. We still have a reasonable creature here. We'll get a couple of cards. This doesn't do a whole lot right now. But I can do this for 1, which gains a life. Puts a counter, gets a card. And then we can cast this one. So we'll gain a life, get a card. Alright, that's something. I mean, we're not out of the woods by any stretch, but we're at least keeping our head above water. And then next turn we can play at least 2 creatures in some combination. Yeah, that's annoying, but sure. We get more cards. That's worth something, right? Yeah, I guess we just block a Saboteur. They'll get 2 cards here, but whatever. Alright, we're at 5. So now things are a little tight, but we can play at least 2 creatures here. And get some amount of life as well. Flood Pitch Drowner taps the thing. That makes sense. If they have a second Drowner, this is going to suck for us. But as is, we might be okay. Alright, so we've got 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go 2, 4. That's not enough. We can go 3 and 3, which gets us 2 life and a bunch of cards. We could destroy this and put counter. Actually, we could just destroy that for 2. And then have 4 mana. That doesn't really do anything. Alright. So I think the plan here, which will still leave us with 2 flyers, is this. Gets us a point, grows some creatures. If we'd have found a 1 mana angel, then we would have played 2 more things here, which would have been sweet. But no such luck. Man, you are way late, Giada. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's another point of life guaranteed. 2 points, technically. Alright. And now we're at the point of threatening lethal if they don't do something. Alright, let's get rid of probably 1 Lynx. And, oh, I guess that's all I got to get rid of. Okay. I mean, we might still be dead. I mean, they could tap something down. Saboteur. I'm assuming Saboteur just gets through. Oh, they have a creature land too, though. Okay, that's not quite lethal, though, right? Because we could still block. Take 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we'll block like this. Keep the flyers. Alright, go to 1. 1 is not 0. And they get a lot of cards. Hey, that's a blocker. Like, they're still in it. Okay. What can we do? I can get cards first. No, because the only way... I don't have a way to just gain life easily here. So that doesn't work. I was thinking we can activate our creature land. But then they just block on the ground, block our 9, take 8. Man, now I'm regretting getting rid of that other Lynx. Because being able to block here and gain 2 life. Oh, we wouldn't even... Well, yeah, we'd get that. Because that's just a damage thing. Oh, wait. Hold up. I can put 2 counters on things. Oh, that's probably our best bet. So if we just spend 2, that leaves us 5 mana available for the turn. I think I'm willing to take that chance. Let's do it. Let's put counters on things. Because if we get... Not that. I was thinking Shelter by Ghost or whatever. Oh, wait. But we'll gain enough life here that won't matter then. That's also very relevant. All right. We will attack for 21. Not how I thought this was going to go, but take what you can get, man. All right, opponent goes to 3. Obviously, they're going to get a bunch of cards this turn, but they at least won't kill us immediately. Now, they could draw into a bunch of removal spells and whatnot, and if so, kind of just is what it is. All right, cool. Yeah, I thought the opponent might take one shot to get in with the Saboteur, but even then, they get one card, and if they don't already have 2 removal spells in hand, that wasn't going to be enough. That is a crazy comeback to beat that deck. That's a tough one. All right, we'll keep this. Not a lot of white mana, but that is fine. I'm not going to play Halaya here. I think we'll just wait. Chocobos. Well, can we gain enough life to make Chocobos not matter? Maybe if we can get to Lyra, that's possible. But we're not going to have a lot of time, unfortunately. Sheltered by Ghost would be huge here. That is not a Sheltered by Ghost. Okay. Well, we got to 4 mana. Problem is, I would rather have another white land, but I'm also not going to play that. So let's just go ahead and just attack. Let's gain 2 life. Let's play an Angel. And hopefully draw an untap land. Untap white land. That's what I need. We need a white land. Just a plains. Because then we can play Lyra pre-combat, attack, gain 5, and still get what effectively would be 5 life and an Angel. And that would be helpful. Though now that may not be a thing, and we're probably just having to block Tifa. And I think that's what we're going to do here. Well, hold on. Let me think about this. If we don't block and we take 12, we go to 10. But then I would play Lyra, even if we don't get a white land, and then attack for 5. So we go to 15. Trying to think, like, what combination of stuff would they have to kill us with Tifa next turn? Though we'd have a first striker, though, so it won't matter. Yeah, whatever. We just take it. There's more scenarios where this... Okay, yeah, and that worked out anyway, so that's cool. I guess it didn't really matter either way we did this. The scenario is going to be the same. I don't know why I was worried about the planes, actually. Alright. So now this attacks. We get an Angel, which is an 8/8 with First Strike and Lifelink and all that good stuff. So now we should be in good shape. Yep, Ice Steel Explorer does not scare us here. Yeah, that's it. Actually, that's just lethal. Even if they had a way to fight one of these, they're just dead next turn. Yeah, like growing Tifa just doesn't do enough here. I mean, I guess they could replay it and do it again. But, I mean, we have first strikers and, yeah, so we just block. Yeah, alright, cool. GG's. We're obviously going to keep this one. This is okay, because, like, even if Giada dies, it's like, okay, well, we at least have Overseers to draw cards. And we have the Cavern, and they're playing blue-white, so it's going to force them to have to use actual removal, because counters will do not much here. No counters for you. Go consult the stars or something. Yep, they're going to be trying to find ways to deal with our stuff that way. That's fair. They might also just be looking for, like, Demolition Field or something. Also, if you have the opportunity to play Adventures in, I kind of like holding on to it till later. If you're in a situation where you might be able to get more. Like, example, if I played it now and played Halaya, then I would have gained 3 life for a turn and get a card. So it might be better to play it here. Or I could just play Big Angel after attacking. Damn, do we do this? You know what? I am just going to play an Angel. I think that's what I'm going to do here. Not that it matters if I play it pre or post combat. It's the same thing here. Alright. Sweep the board, and we'll go back to making more angels. Oh, it's space time. Okay. So you're on a mill strategy. I see you. Well, then how badly do I want cards? Probably not terribly. Let's go attacking. Play this. Man, that sucks. I have dead cards in this situation. I mean, they could mill us again. Okay, there's Day of Judgment, which we assumed would happen on some level. If I Halaya for 1, then play this, I would only have 3 lands. Huh. I think, though, I kind of still want to do that. So let's go for 1. Play this. All right. I'm going to go ahead and play this. Play Lynx. And that's probably it. You're not quite good enough here, card. You're close, but not quite. Mill 3 cards, return an instant or sorcery. Well, I guess they're going to get Day of Judgment. Or, I mean, it could be space time. Probably Day of Judgment, though. Nope. They're just going the hard way to try to get us here. Okay. Well, how do we feel about the proceedings? I guess we do this first. Just to limit some options makes things cost a little bit more. Man, I wish I had one of my creature lands in play. Alright. So, if we hit them, they're not going to be able to mill us for very much. And that's the good news, because we only have 27 cards left. I'm just trying to think about, do I want to just go for it and attack them for more? I think I do, because we're not going to get to use this for anything else, right? Here's something you can counter. Okay, sweet. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use this. Put it here. Alright. That at least puts their life total low enough that we can maybe manufacture a way to try to win. Alright, Singularity, mill us down. Sure, we've got 14 cards left. Let's go here. And here. Alright. Still threatening lethal. Technically. I guess if they don't do anything, they can block with their creature land. Ah, they had an Ultima. Okay, fair enough. You know what? That's something. You want to counter this? Sure. All right. So now we're playing with everything face up. Can we get something that gains life next turn? Is going to be the question. All right. If we can chain off a couple of cards, we can win. If not, game's over, basically, because we're going to have 12 cards here. Like, Adventurer's End gets us a card. Yeah, I don't even think we have enough, actually. I don't think there's a real combo. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I was like, maybe we do have a thing, maybe we don't. All right, so if we play this, we get to attack for 4. Opponent goes to 3. We get a card, but then we lose everything, mill down to what, 6 cards or 5 cards because we'll draw 1. Man, this is so interesting. And then we would die to their creature land. If I attack them to 4, I guess we just go for it. I feel like we're up against it either way. We didn't get there. I was hoping we draw our creature land, and that would be one way we could get out of trouble. But otherwise, we're just dead here. Because now they mill us, and then they just get us with their creature land, and we're just dead. Other option was we could have waited, then tried to play Lyra with them being at 4, but then they just mill us out with the other thing. Yeah. I think they got us here. Man, we had so many outs. If we'd had a creature land there, if our sequence of cards would have come up a little bit differently, but yeah, I can't complain. This is a deck that is tough, and we had a bunch of outs, and we just missed. Yeah, obviously that's the way to go. I mean, I guess if we get another Lyra, we'd be able to block. And we haven't seen another one, right? Not yet. Oh, well, now they're playing stock up. So yeah, now we're just dead. Because now they can just get another mill option and just kill us. Yeah, doesn't even matter. And we missed anyway. Okay. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Okay, a couple of turns to find a land, so we'll keep it. Segu Wildling. You don't see that too often. Oh boy, we are really going to need to find some lands. Yep, just the land we already saw. So they're not planning on doing anything on turn 2 here, which is good for us. That is very helpful. Get in there. Oh boy. Why do I feel this is like a ramp pile that's about to just get us with a smuggler surprise or something? Only good news is we have flyers, so hopefully they don't have much to do with flyer. Oh, there's a Terror of the Peaks. Excellent. This works out fantastically for us. If we put this here, I could play Elia. We get a point. That would get us a card. Actually, we also get an angel because that's going to be 5 life. Awesome. That is great for us. Get an extra point there when that angel enters. Love that. Grow our angels. Okay. So yeah, definitely. Oh, I was about to say definitely going to be a smuggler surprise, but no. Wait, they're ramping and not casting it? If the opponent casts their dragon there, that's a 4/5, right? So then technically they could still block. Oh, I guess it still wouldn't be enough. But they'd gain 3, go to 9. Yeah, we'd have exactly enough to kill them either way. Wow, crazy situation. Okay, we are definitely keeping this. I mean, Lightstall into Giada. If Giada lives, then we just roll into Exemplar. That's a lot to ask, though. I don't think that's going to happen. No, probably just play the Flood Farm here, turn 1. I think what I would like to do is probably, as much as I like holding Adventurers in, I kind of don't want to show the opponent we have a Cavern of Souls yet if they are playing a control pile. So I like the idea of doing this and then just saying, all right, maybe you'll make a play without hoping you're going to be able to counter something, and then we get to Cavern and go for it. Yep, all right. So now we go Angel, and then I'm actually going to do this pre-combat because I don't even want to attack with Giada here, since they won't be able to counter anything now. Oh, excellent. All right. Because there's still stuff that can kill an attacker, deal 2-3 damage to an attacker, whatever. This at least forces them to act here. Stock up. All right. So I'll be attacked for 7, 8, 9, and it's probably all we need to do. And then opponents at 7. I'm assuming they will try to Day of Judgment if it's available. Oh, I was hoping you might be one of our statues. Yeah, it's really not worth it to do anything else here, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They go to 7. If we play anything else here, it doesn't really do much other than get us a card. Our problem here, though, is we need to draw land so we can play multiple things next turn. But yeah, unless I just really want a card, there's no reason to do anything else here. I think I'm just going to end the turn. Okay, they didn't have it. I'm sure they have something else, though, here. Sad, though, we could have got away with Exemplar. So I guess they're trying to hold on and then Ultima, maybe? Yeah, that has to be it. Okay, backup Giada is kind of nice. I mean, I'm just going to attack here. I mean, you got to deal with the 5-power creature, I guess. Oh, Fabloom Trick. That's not what I expected you to play at all. Okay. Hey, you got me. I mean, what are there to say about it? Like, good job, opponent. Crazy. Didn't see that coming. So good on them. Well, hell, now I know there's a Fabloom Trick. Do I want to just play one of these, get a card? Just so we... Yeah, I'm going to do this just so we can try to set up multiple plays next turn. Didn't matter. I was hoping for one more land. Because playing Giada into an Angel would have been really nice next turn. I mean, it could still be Ultima. I mean, this could still be a control deck. It just looks weird. Or it could be, who knows, get lost into another Fabloom Trick. Or it could just be a concession. Okay. Yeah, the only thing I'm going to assume there is with that many cards and that much mana, those had to be counters, and Cavern of Souls was just stopping them from doing stuff. Because otherwise, like, this doesn't make any sense. Alright, not a lot of Angels in this hand. But there we go, there's one. Though I don't think Cavern of Souls matters against decks that play Starting Town. That tends to not be the trend. I guess it could be a weird Simic deck, because we played Simic with some counters in it. Oh, just as I say that, there's a 3 steps ahead. So, scratch all that. What? Oh, Crystal Barricade. That's amusing. Fortunately, we have flyers, and we don't care about that very much. No point in attacking, though. Until we want to get rid of it with Sheltered by Ghosts. No, probably not going to be doing that. Whoa. Whoa. Hold up. What is this about? Okay, I guess we're going to do the thing. And then attack. And I guess I will Halaya here, since I kind of know what I'm going to do next turn. And Halaya's just getting blocked otherwise. And we'll just get ourselves another card. Okay, that'll work. That counts for something. Yeah, I was not expecting... Like, this whole pile is not at all what I expected to see. This is interesting. They bottomed after bottoming. That's wild. Okay. We're going to attack. Problem here is once they get rid of our Giada, they're going to get another synthesizer, and that's going to be real sad for us. So I'm going to do this and hope we at least get to keep a 3-mana creature. But they might be looking for more white mana, though. That could be the other thing here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Just in case they don't have anything, we can try to make this difficult. All right, cool. I ain't going to lie to y'all. No clue what that was. Like, this, it is an artifact at least, but it doesn't trigger the synthesizer. And generally, you don't see a bunch of counters in the synthesizer decks either. So I don't know what was happening there. And then they did surveil or scry 4 cards away, so they didn't even like what they saw. So that was a weird game. Okay, I think we have to mulligan this. Ooh, all right, we're gonna keep it. Oh man, what do we do here? I mean, I'm gonna get rid of Lyra and keep both Giadas because the reality is one Giada dies, but we're still gonna need mana to do other things based on this hand. But you probably should mulligan this to 5. We have 2 turns to draw a plains or an untapped land of some kind. And then if Giada lives, maybe we get away with something, but we'll see. Ooh, opponent. Okay, we named that tune in 1 note, so that's good. Yeah, this is rough on the opponent. Okay, at least they had land that they could just put into play tapped. So that's useful. Alright, and we're finding lands. Alright. Rough if they kept counters. I actually don't mind that. I will gladly go get more planes. I love that for us. We will go attacking. And I guess just play this and get a card. Okay, love it. This feels like a control pile that just had a rough mulligan. They're going to get rid of a creature land, go get a white land, so then they're set up to Day of Judgment or what have you. That is fine. Interesting that they didn't get rid of our Cavern of Souls, but honestly, creature lands are harder for them to deal with in most cases. Yeah, let's just go attacking. Have maybe a Get Lost or something here? They do. Not mad at it, I'll tell you that. Opponent's at 10. I don't necessarily want to waste resources here if there's a Day of Judgment, but they'll be down to 1 card anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do this first. Alright, that just was another land. Let's do it again anyway. Let's do it here in case they target Giada. Wow, that's terrible. And now you have a Day of Judgment. Also, breaking on... Well, I guess not true. We do have a Sanctuary we could attack with. Alright, there it is. Like I said, we figured there was something. Okay, good job. Try again with the... Oh, I guess I got to play this other land first. And then another Day of Judgments. Seam Rip. Okay, hey, you're still alive. Still cooking here. Oh, I'm going to save that. Actually. Let's go attacking. Alright. Your Huckleberry. Let's bite. Okay. We're 26. We get a 4/4. All right, cool. That was good. Fun situation there. Had the opponent actually been able to wipe the board again, we could have activated our sanctuary with 3 of the planes and a cavern, and then we could have played another land and then given the sanctuary +1/+1, and that would have been lethal too. So yeah, a little bit of a crazy scenario, but you take them the way you can get them. All right, this isn't stellar, but I mean, we might have to Inquisitor into a Shelter by Ghost potentially. Yep, looks like we're definitely going to have to do such things. Ah, that's sad because I'd love to play a Giada on turn 2. They have plenty of tap lands, right? The only thing that's real good here, though, is if they say they had an untapped land, they'll probably put a land into play tapped, and then if they play something like, say, Tifa, we get a chance to get rid of Tifa, which is pretty big because they wouldn't be able to protect her. Oh, yeah, this is that version. They're just playing. Hey, you gave us a Hydra. We got an even better card out of the exchange. Love that. Let's go ahead and put this on Angel. Let's Shelter, and then next turn we could Inquisitor plus Giada. Alright, that works for us. And 3 life's not nothing. It's probably the only time we're going to get to attack with it safely. I guess we could put counters on stuff. I mean, that could be an out, potentially. Yeah, if the opponent's savvy, you just attack here, because I'm not blocking, obviously. Okay, so let's say they crack for a land, they get a mountain. They could tap those, get rid of this. Get this into the yard, get it back, so they could have a... Oh yeah, it's going to be a weird looking turn. Okay. Let's put this on Angel as well. Because, again, we are not attacking here. Man, why do I feel like that little 3 life we gained is going to end up being important? Would have been nice. I probably should have played Giada and waited a turn. Because these decks don't tend to have a lot of fight spells. So I could have gotten the Shelter by Ghost onto a flyer. However, we see that they had Defend the Rider, so there's a chance that may not have happened anyway. Alright, so they're going to play a Llanowar Elf here. They're not going to try to rescue their creature here. Okay. Gonna get some more life. I guess we just attack here, right? Actually, I mean, they're not gonna triple block, right? I mean, I guess they could give one of them protection. Yeah, I mean, if they do, they do. We don't care that much. Like, if you want to protect an elf, whatever. But yeah, I should have done it pre-combat just in case, so I get maximum value on our angels here. But I don't think this is going to matter one way or the other. We're going to have enough big bodies, they're not going to be able to do much about it. I mean, I say that. The elves can go to work blocking for a turn. But doesn't matter. Alright, y'all, I'm going to say something here that's going to sound kind of contradictory. We went 9-4 with this, which is very good. I don't know, what is that, like 70-some% or whatever? So, not going to complain about that. Actually, it's right just short of 70%. So, that's good. However, I did feel like we got lucky in at least one of those. Now, we also got unlucky in one of them. So, take that for what you will. It could have been plus or minus 2 either direction, I feel like. But I also felt like we were just missing a little bit of something. Like, maybe we wanted Get Lost in here somewhere. You know, I don't know. Maybe something else to deal with the artifact matchups. But, that being said, we won 9 of our 13 games. So, I don't know. It's weird. While it won, it felt like it was missing a little bit of something, but if you do like playing Angels and you like playing Life Gain, here's a different version you could go about it. And we even got to play Requisition Raid, which was pretty sweet. So yeah, link will be in the description. Go over to Moxfield, download it, host your stuff. Don't forget to buy your cards over at Tales of Adventure. Save some money with my code. Become a member down below because it really helps. But otherwise, if you want to support for free, keep watching videos and watching them all the way through because it's always free and it always helps. And I appreciate you. That's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.